I want to clarify what it is that had happened to me in the Questura the day that I made declarations that didn't make sense, that changed. After the discovery of Meredith, I had spent days in collaborating with the police to try to just give as much information as I could. The day of the 5th, I wasn't called to the Questura. Raphael was called, but I decided to go with him to keep him company, but also because I was scared to be alone. When I was there, I had just planned to wait, but the police came into the waiting room and wanted to talk to me more about what I knew, people that I knew who had come to my house. I gave them phone numbers, and after that, they moved me into another room and started asking me the same questions, what I had done that night, asking me for times, exact time periods, exactly what I did. And it was difficult for me because it was in the middle of the night that we had been called. I was very tired, and I was also quite stressed out, and they kept asking me the same questions, time periods, exactly sequences of actions, and I did my best to give the same information over and over and over again. At a certain point, the police began to be more aggressive with me. They called me a liar, and they told me that of all the things that I kept saying over and over again, they said that I was lying. They threatened that I was going to go in prison for 30 years because I was hiding something, but I felt completely stressed out, blocked, because I wasn't lying. I didn't know what to do. Then they started pushing on me the idea that I must have seen something and forgotten about it. They said that I was traumatized. I didn't understand. I became really confused. I tried to re-explain what I had done, the fact that I didn't have to go to work. At that point, I gave them my phone so they could see that I didn't have to, because I received an SMS, and for that reason they kept repeating to me that I was lying about this SMS. I was confused. So what ended up happening was the fact that I had been pressured so much, and I was hit in the back of the head by one of the police officers who said she was trying to help me remember the truth. I was terrified because I didn't know. I didn't know what to do anymore. And so what ended up happening was they said they were going to take me to jail, and because of all of this SMS, because of all this confusion, they kept saying, "You sent this thing to Patrick, we know that you left the house, we know." I just said his name. It wasn't because I was trying to say anything, I just said it because they were... After that, at a certain point, I asked if I should have had a lawyer, and they said that it would have been worse for me. So they asked me to make declarations about what I remembered, but I told them that I didn't remember anything like this, because I was confused. What I remembered was different from what they were asking me to say. They asked me for details, and I didn't have details to give them, so they just asked me questions, and I just responded as, and yeah. I was stressed, so what in that moment that I was trying to think of something else, my memories of just random events, of seeing Patrick, for instance, one night, or I wrote these memorials that everyone's putting so much pressure on, so only because I wanted to express the fact that I was confused. I felt like no one was listening to me anymore. And so I wrote these to express the fact that I wasn't for sure about anything anymore. I want to stress the fact that I'm innocent. Meredith was my friend, and I would never have hurt her. I'm not the person that the prosecutor says I am. And that's all I want to say. Thank you.